Hello everyone. Today we are continuing with the Graham's law of diffusion. Already we have started discussion of Graham's law of diffusion or effusion, right? So in the main equation what we have discussed, R1 by R2 means rate of diffusion of first gas by rate of diffusion of second gas is equal to P1 by P2 into under root T1 by T2 into under root M2 by M1. That means what now? R1 by R2 is equal to P1 by P2 into under root T1 M2 by T2 M1. T1 M2 upon T2 M1. It is what now here? Graham's law of diffusion. Main equation of Graham's law of diffusion. And I told you that R1 is equal to what now? R1 is equal to the volume of first gas in milliliters diffused by time taken by the first gas in seconds. The time taken in seconds and volume diffused in milliliters. So R1 is equal to V1 by T1. Similarly, R2 is equal to V2 in ml divided by T2 in seconds. T2 in seconds. So like this, we take R1, R2 here. In place of R1, what we can write? V1 by T1. In place of R2, what we can write? V2 by T2. So it's about the main equation of what now? Graham's law of diffusion. Right. It is taken for two gases. For how many gases we have taken here? For two gases. For two gases, when you compare the rates of diffusion, R1 by R2 is equal to P1 by P2. P1 is the pressure of first gas, P2 is the pressure of second gas. T1 is the temperature of first gas, T2 is the temperature of second gas. M2 is molecular mass of gram molecular weight of second gas. M1 is gram molecular weight of first gas. Okay, so yesterday we discussed about case 1, case 2. Now case 3. In previous class, we have discussed case 1, case 2. In case 1, V1 is equal to V2 we have taken. In case 2, we have taken T1 is equal to T2. Means time 1, time taken by first gas is equal to time taken for second gas. T1 is equal to T2 we have taken. First case, V1, volume of first gas is equal to volume of second gas diffused. Okay, now I'm taking here P1 is equal to P2. That means what? When pressure of first gas is equal to pressure of second gas, then P1, P2 will be same now. Both will be get cancelled. Both will get cancelled. Then what we write? R1 by R2 is equal to under root T1 M2 by T2 M1. Then what we write now? Tell me. Therefore, when P1 is equal to P2, what we write now here? R1 by R2 is equal to under root T1 M2 under root T1 M2 by T2 M1. We take. It is what now here the equation for two gases. When two gases have same pressure, but the temperatures are different, gram molecular weights are different, and rates of diffusion also will be different. Okay. Now case 4. Case 4. In this case, what we take now here? T1 is equal to T2. That means what now here? The temperature of first gas is equal to temperature of second gas. Whenever both the gases are at same temperature, what we take now here? R1 by R2. R1 by R2 is equal to under root. First you take here P1 by P2. P1 by P2. P1 by P2 into under root M2 by M1. M2 by M1. So here M2 is what? Gram molecular weight of second gas. M1 is gram molecular weight of first gas. Here P1, P2 are the pressures of two gases. Here T1, T2 same. That's why got cancelled here. Then we get R1 by R2 is equal to B1 by P2 into under root M2 by M1 we take here. It is another formula. Now here, case 5 we are taking. Case 5 we are taking. Okay, for two gases, for the same gas. For the same gas at different temperatures and different pressures. For two gases at different means the same gas we have taken here. We have taken here same gas, but at different temperatures and different pressures. Same gas means what we take? M1 is equal to M2. For same gas, what will be same? Same gas means gram molecular weight will be same. So M1, M2 will be cancelled here. Then what we get now? R1 by R2. R1 by R2 is equal to what now here? Here P1 by P2 into under root T1 by T2. Here M2 by M1, why we did not write square root of M2 by M1? Because of same gas here. As we have taken same gas. For the same gas, M1 will be equal to M2. So need not take here M1, M2 separately. So for the same gas at different temperatures and different pressures, R1 by R2 is equal to what now here? Now R1 at P1, T1, R2 of the gas at P2, T2. P2, T2 pressures. So like this, what R1 by R2 is equal to P1 by P2 into T1 by under root T1 by T2. So in this way, in every case, what we have to remember here, important note is that here R1 by R2, R1 by R2 is nothing but V1 by T1 into T2 by V2. Wherever R1 by R2 is there, what we can write now? So volume of first gas by time taken by first gas into time taken by second gas by volume of second gas. So V1 by T1 into T2 by V2. This one we have to substitute in the place of R1 by R2. If volumes are mentioned and if time is mentioned, and volumes are mentioned, we have to take R1 by R2 in the place of R1 by R2. What we have to take? V1 by T1 into T2 by V2. Because R1 is equal to V1 by T1 and R2 is equal to V2 by T2. Then we get V1 T2 by T1 V2. Right, ma? Sometimes volumes are same for two gases. They give you for two different gases, volumes will be given same. Then V1, V2 get cancelled here. Sometimes different volumes will be given in the problems. Different volumes of two gases will be given at same time will be given. The time of diffusion will be given same for two gases. In that case, T1, T2 will be same. Then these two get cancelled. Okay, so like that here, volumes will be same sometimes, time taken will be same for some time, for some problems. So R1 by R2 is equal V1 T2 by T1 V2, we have to remember. So these are important formula related to Graham's law of diffusion. And take the screenshot of this now. Take screenshot. Yeah, now see. Now I'm taking here two different gases at same temperature. At same temperature, two different gases we are taking. Two different gases at same temperature. When temperature is same, kinetic energy will be same, remember. Kinetic energy will be same when temperature is same. Okay, so what is kinetic energy? Generally formula, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square we take. Or kinetic energy will be also taken by 3 by 2 nRT. Here temperature. So 3 by 2 nRT, we'll discuss this one later. In coming up topics, we discuss about this here. 3 by 2 nRT means what? N is number of moles of gas. N is what? Number of moles of gas. R is universal gas constant. Capital T is absolute temperature or Kelvin temperature. So your kinetic energy is directly proportional to what? Kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature, right? So if temperature is greater for the gas, kinetic energy will be greater. But in this case, what now? Your temperature is same. When same temperature is there, kinetic energies will be same, na? Okay. For the first gas, I'm taking first here. First gas, what I'm taking, K1 of first gas is equal to half M1 V1 square. And for second gas, tell me what we take for second gas, Ke2. Kinetic energy of second gas is equal to half M2 V2 square. Okay, it is what now here, the second gas. Like this, for second gas and first gas, we have taken here. Okay. Yeah, so we have taken what now here? Two different gases at same temperature is taken here. Two different gases at same temperature. So here kinetic energy of first gas is taken as what now? Half mv square, m1 v1 square. And kinetic energy of second gas is what? Half m2 v2 square. Now at same temperature what now? kinetic energies will be same for two gases at same temperature. At same temperature, what will be same? Kinetic energy of first gas is equal to kinetic energy of second gas, right? So therefore, what we are now here for, what is kinetic energy of first gas? Half. Therefore, what we are now half m1 v1 square is equal to half m2 v2 square, right? Ma? M2 v2 square we take here. And now here a half and a half get cancelled. Therefore, we get what now here? m1 v1 square is equal to m2 v2 square. Then what we can take now here? v2 square you take left hand side. Then we get what now here? v1 square by, I'm taking here, writing here, v1 square by v2 square is equal to what more? m2 divided by m1. So this one we get here. Then take square root on both the side. Square root of, take square root on both the sides. Then what we get now here? v1 by v2. v1 by v2 is equal to what ma? Square root of m2 by m1. Square root of m2 by m1. So like this here, v1 by v2. v1 means velocity of first gas molecules. Velocity of first gas molecules by velocity of second gas molecules is equal to what ma? Under root mass of second gas molecules by mass of first gas molecules. Okay, if you take two gases, suppose here, if you take two gases here, suppose your oxygen gas and nitrogen gas, imagine oxygen gas and nitrogen gas. If you take two gases now, what is the mass of first gas? Suppose mass of first gas is equal to what now here? 32 AMU. 32 AMU. Okay, and mass of second gas is what now? Mass of second gas M2 is equal to what now? 28 AMU. 28 AMU. Like this, what now? What we can take? Now masses we can take here. So velocity in meter per second. Velocity in meter per second and mass in AMU, otherwise grams we can take. Here 32 grams if you take, this will be 28 grams we can take. So like this, a velocity of first gas by velocity of second gas is equal to square root of mass of second gas by mass of first gas. So here, what is the relation between velocity and mass? Velocity is inversely proportional to square root of mass. If mass is more for the gas molecules, the velocity will be less. That means if mass you take, suppose here, oxygen and nitrogen, imagine here. Oxygen gram molecular weight is 32 and 32 grams, and nitrogen gram molecular weight 28 grams. Now, which is having less mass, less gram molecular weight? Nitrogen. When molecular weight is less, the velocity will be greater. Now, between oxygen and nitrogen, which is heavier? Oxygen is somewhat heavier than nitrogen. So heavier gases moving slowly or faster? The heavier gases move slower. The heavier gases move slower and lighter gases will move faster. Like that here, between nitrogen and oxygen, which will move faster? The nitrogen gas moves faster than oxygen gas because oxygen gas mass is more and velocity will be less. So this relation we have to understand. Here V indicates what? Velocity. V indicates what here? In this case, V in meter per second. V in meter per second. Velocity in meter per second we take here in this case. Let's take the screenshot of this now. So these are important areas of what now here? Graham's law of diffusion or effusion. Okay. Now suppose the next important area what we discussed is that suppose Avogadro's law, you take it. Avogadro's law. So according to this Avogadro's law here, at same temperature, or you take under similar conditions of under similar conditions of temperature and pressure. That means what now here? At same temperature and same pressure, if you take under similar conditions of temperature and pressure, equal volumes of gases contain equal number of moles. Means equal volumes of gases contain same number of moles. Same number of moles. So number of moles is given by which letter? Small n. Small n. Here volume is given by which letter? Capital V. Capital V volume. And small n is number of moles. That means equal volumes of all gases. Equal volumes of all gases contain what? Same number of moles. Same number of moles and also same number of molecules. And same number of molecules. So number of molecules is given by capital N. Capital N indicates what? Number of molecules. Small n indicates what? Number of moles. V indicates what? Volume. That means what? More the number of moles, more will be volume. More the number of molecules, greater will be volume. That means what now? Volume of gas. Volume of gas V is directly proportional to number of moles. And also what we can take? Volume of gas is directly proportional to number of molecules. Number of moles and number of molecules. So volume is directly proportional to what? Volume V is directly proportional to number of moles. Volume is directly proportional to number of molecules. Under similar conditions of what? Temperature and pressure. Means when temperature and pressure both are constant, equal volumes contain equal number of moles. That point we have to understand. It is Avogadro's law. So under similar conditions of temperature and pressure, equal volumes of all gases contain same number of moles and same number of molecules. This is called Avogadro's law. Okay. So now according to Avogadro's law, what we have to understand concept? What is the formula here? Which it is? Avogadro's law. Second this law here. Suppose I'm taking here 22.4 liters. 22.4 liters of nitrogen. Contains what now here? 6.023 into 10 power 23 molecules. These many molecules of nitrogen will be present in 22.4 liters of nitrogen. Or we say what now? 1 mole nitrogen. 1 mole nitrogen. So 1 mole nitrogen gas contains how many molecules? 6.023 into 10 power 23. So this number is called what? Avogadro's number. What is called? Avogadro's number. Okay, so 6.023 into 10 power 23 molecules are present in 1 mole of nitrogen gas, which is equal to 22.4 liters. At what now? STP. At STP. STP stands for what? Standard temperature and pressure. Standard temperature and pressure. Okay, so STP conditions meaning what? Standard temperature and pressure. Okay, what is standard temperature? What is standard temperature value? What is standard pressure? Standard pressure means 1 bar. What is 1 bar? And standard temperature means what? 273 Kelvin. 273 Kelvin. So 0 degrees Celsius or 273 Kelvin. Okay, so that we take. And SCATP also is there. SCATP means what? Standard ambient temperature and pressure. Standard ambient temperature and pressure. Standard ambient temperature and pressure. In this case, again, standard pressure means what now? 1 bar or 1 atm. 1 bar, otherwise 1 atm we can take. 1 bar or 1 atm. Here it is what 273 Kelvin now. 273 Kelvin. Otherwise, 0 degrees Celsius. That is STP. But now here SATP. SATP stands for what? Standard ambient temperature and pressure. In this case, standard ambient temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. 25 degrees Celsius. That is nothing but 25 plus 273. How much? 298. Okay, 298 is what now here? 273 plus 25. It is what now here? 298 Kelvin. So 298 Kelvin is what now? Standard ambient temperature. Standard ambient temperature is what? 298 Kelvin. Standard ambient pressure is what? 1 bar. Pressure is same, 1 bar and 1 bar, both cases, STP and SATP. But temperature will be changing. This is called room temperature. 25 degrees Celsius is called room temperature. So here, which condition we have taken? STP or SATP? STP we have taken. STP means always what we have taken? 273 Kelvin and 1 bar pressure. So like this, 22.4 liters of nitrogen gas at STP contains what? These many molecules, right? Now, if you take any other gas also, 22.4 liters of any other gas, nitrogen gas, oxygen gas, CO2 gas, any gas if you take at STP, all gases at STP, 22.4 liters of all gases at STP will have these many molecules, Avogadro number of molecules, and 1 mole of that gas. We'll take the screenshot of this one. I'll take it here. So what I said now here, 22.4 liters of O2 gas at what? STP. At STP again contains what? Same number of molecules. Same number of molecules. Okay. And also what now here? Same number of molecules and same number of moles. 1 mole of O2 here now. In this case, 1 mole of O2 right? So 1 mole of O2 or 6.023 into 10 power 23 molecules of O2. The same thing if you take 22.4 liters of CO2 gas. This gas also at STP contains what again? Same number of molecules. And same number of moles. 1 mole only. 1 mole CO2 we say. So 1 mole CO2 gas means how many liters at STP? 22.4 liters at STP is equal to 1 mole. Or these many molecules. And this number is what now here? Avogadro number. What is it called? This number is called Avogadro number. We say NA, N subscript A. Otherwise, capital N naught. N naught or NA indicates what here? Avogadro number. Avogadro number is equal to how much? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles. Okay. Now, see here. This 22.4 liters volume is called gram molar volume. What is called? Gram molar volume. Gram molar volume we say. So gram molar volume is nothing but 22.4. It means short form what we say GMV. GMV indicates what? Gram molar volume. Is that clear, ma? So 22.4 liters of any gas at STP is nothing but gram molar volume of that particular gas. So 1 gram molar volume meaning what? Volume of 1 gram mole. What is the meaning of this? Volume of 1 gram mole. 1 gram mole meaning what? 1 mole only meaning. 1 gram mole is nothing but 1 mole. So 1 gram mole is nothing but 1 mole. 1 mole of any gas at STP will have the volume 22.4 liters. This is called gram molar volume. Otherwise, the volume occupied by 1 gram mole. Okay, so it's about what now here? Avogadro's principle. Okay, so according to this now here, Avogadro's principle, what is called? Avogadro's principle or rule. Okay, so account this condition, what now here? V1, the equation what we understand, V1 by V2. V1 by V2 is equal to N1 by N2. V1 by V2 is equal to N1 by N2. That means what now here? Volume V1 by V2 is equal to N1 by N2. The same thing what we can take now here. V1 by V2 is equal to capital N1 by capital N2. Here capital N indicates what more? Molecules, number of molecules. Small n is what? Number of moles. Here V is what? Volume. Small n is what? Number of moles. And capital N is what? Number of molecules. Number of molecules. So this point we have to understand clearly. So what is the equation of Avogadro's law? Avogadro's law we say. What is it? Avogadro's law. The equation of Avogadro's law, what? V1 by V2 equals to N1 by N2. V1 by V2 equals to capital N1 by capital N2. So by combining both, we can write what? V1 by V2 is equal to small n1 by small n2 is equal to capital N1 by capital N2. This equation is important equation for numerical problems. Okay, ma? So it's about what now here? Graham's law. Okay. So next, here ideal gas equation, we have understood now what is ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT is ideal gas equation. How to derive this one here? First, what? Boyle's law. Boyle's law is what now here? V is inversely proportional to pressure. It is Boyle's law. We know this. And second case, what now here? V is directly proportional to temperature. It is what now? Charles law. What is called? Charles law, right? And third one is what now? Volume is directly proportional to number of moles. What is called Avogadro's law? Avogadro's law is what? Volume of gas is directly proportional to number of moles. More the number of moles, more will be volume here. Okay, so it is this one. Now by combining all these, we can write what now? Volume is proportional to N T by P, right? Here volume is directly proportional to number of moles, directly proportional to temperature, inversely proportional to pressure. The same thing how to write now here? When you remove this proportionality symbol, we write one constant now. V is equal to one constant called R into NT by P. Okay. Now from this, what we can write now here? P into V. P into V. PV is equal to what now here? nRT. P into V. PV is equal to what? nRT. So nRT. It is called what now here? Ideal gas equation. What is ideal gas equation? So ideal gas equation is derived from what here? These three laws here. V is proportional to 1 by P. V is proportional to T. V is proportional to small n. By combining all these, we get what? PV is equal to nRT. Is that clear, ma'am? So this is a very important concept. Take screenshot of this.